The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's York. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Troy Trojans offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Under fire. Quarterback extends the play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Abrams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. Quick step and go. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And it's a touchdown. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, he's got some space. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, and he missed it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense, quick tempo.
3rd down coming up.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's got a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. That's caught. It's Woods. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down.
22, water.
Rides to back and leaves it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. This is a designed run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
He uncorks one deep, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's... Oh, the big fella running to glory. Defense got it. They're on the run. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Now, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches.
And And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Good, solid tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be third and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on third down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Ready.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Pressure coming. Soft spot in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's York. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's open on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Makes the catch. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out and
unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He might want another play. Wants to throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 40.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Troy. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail-kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes to grab. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Quarterback may change this route. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout by the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
At the 4-yard line. It's now 3rd and goal.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. What a disappointment. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
27 jump.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's John. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Now this offense is back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He breaks a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it in the middle, it's Abrams. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run. Words, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Trojans buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the ground, it's Vic. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 21 to Maryland. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gonna run it. It's Vic. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Woods. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Trojans have it with a first and 10. They go to the draw. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it from the gun. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Fighting off the defender. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game.